I believe that collectively we can create models, but the models exist already in industry today. So, for example, with ICO space, there's already fundraising models that are very efficient. For example, the SEC has Reg D models that allow for capital raise through crowdfunding up to $1 million. So for a startup that doesn't have a product, a good or a service, $1 million is definitely enough for a year-long project to develop a concept to bring to market. And then again, under the Reg D laws that exist today, there's the opportunity to then go to private investors, accredited investors, and raise an unlimited amount of capital. I think because we don't have the collective initiative, there's not enough. First of all, the community is decentralized by nature. A lot of the development of the technology has been done very secretly. Nobody knows who Satoshi Nakamoto is. And that's been the basis for the development of much of the protocol around blockchain to date, right? So it's just now in the past year and a half where developers, programmers, technologists are coming out of the shadows and starting to realize that these are viable business models that we need to start actually taking seriously. On the other hand, when you have developers that are not businessmen, are not business savvy, that go out and raise hundreds of millions of dollars, then regulators take note, and if there's not the proper structure in place, then it can become problematic. And so there is actually, out of necessity, because of these scenarios that have taken place in the last year and a half, where we need to start to self-regulate and identify solutions for these situations specifically. As far as jurisdictionally speaking, Delaware has the blockchain initiative. Wyoming has in legislature right now a blockchain bill that identifies cryptocurrency that doesn't qualify as a security as a third asset class. I know Switzerland is actively developing policies. Where we're operating in Mauritius, we're operating under the regulatory sandbox license. So I know there's several countries, Armenia is an example, Estonia, Australia has policies specifically. So I think we can sort of identify collectively the different policies that are taking place in these various jurisdictions and come together with a consensual mechanism for sort of this open source viewpoint of how we can move forward in terms of regulation. I was interested to see LATOKEN because LATOKEN conceptually is very interesting to me. I like the idea of assets on the blockchain, so I was very intrigued by that. I was invited with little knowledge actually about the sort of structure of the convention, but it's turned into a very interesting discussion, at least yesterday, around existential questions, which were, very, very exciting, and I think it's great. It's great. It's been really fun.
So you're coming back for the next one?
I hope so. If they invite me back. Yeah.